After scoring both goals in our 2-0 aggregate victory over RB Salzburg, it was a great feeling to know I'd helped my team reach the Champions League group stages for the first time ever. And as the draw was made, we wondered where our name would drop with so many great teams in this elite competition, and it turns out we have a very, very tough group. Two-time Champions League winners Juventus, one-time runner-up AS Monaco, and what I'm sure will prove to be a very tough team to face away from home in Lokomotiv Moscow. The group is not an easy one, but we knew we had to expect that really, so if we're to prove we deserve a spot amongst Europe's elite, we can't afford to be performing at a subpar level if we're to make it through to the knockout stages. However, our first game today is not in the Champions League, it's in the EFL Cup as we face League One Bradford City away at a famous old stadium called Valley Parade. The game comes just 2 days after our win over the Austrians, and whilst I'd like a night off once in a while, Marco Silva, now sacked of course in real life, has decided to keep me in the team for this one as I continue to play every single game in this Watford team. It's Bradford City away, I'm running with the backup brigade, but we're trying to make it through to the third round with minimal fuss. I mean, I would prefer the night off, don't get me wrong, but if I'm selected, I'm going to give my all. That is the Doc's guarantee, so Bradford away won't be an easy test for us this one, but hoping for a comfortable enough win. And that is not a good start at all. I'm not exactly tired out there. I'm more than fit enough to start these games. My stamina is so high, I keep myself in good shape. But, I don't know, like, from time to time, I just feel like a rest would be nice. Mare through to Kubiak. I'm trying to run in behind there. He'll find Dennis Lewis instead, who crosses to the far post. Richarlison goes up, but man heads it behind for a corner. And I'm taking the corner. Oh, wow. This is a first for me in my career. I don't want to mess it up. I'll drill it towards the near post. And Richarlison did win it. Yeah, but it was behind him and it goes behind for a goal kick. Taken by surprise there. That's the first corner I've taken of my career. Not one to remember, but it's good to know that Marco Silva, if in the backup team at least, might trust me to be a set-piece taker. That's what I want to be as well. That would be nice. And a chance here. Kubiak through and fires it just off target. It's interesting running with a backup team in this game here. A really weak lineup out there for Watford. I'm the only real first 11 player if you don't count Richarlison due to his injury problems. So this really is a test of my leadership in this game. Can I lead this Watford team to the win and progress to the next round? Nice free ball there to Richarlison. And the Brazilian inside. Got space to shoot. Have a go, mate. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. And cleared away. It'll drop back to me. And I'll lay it off. Have a go. Have a go, Agbo. Oh, that's terrible. And easy for the goalkeeper. But a good start here. But this is what we need to do. Put Bradford under the pressure early. That we're expected to win with minimal fuss. Let's go get the job done. And another chance here. Kubiak playing through. Play me through. I'll stop, I'll turn, I'll shoot, and it's saved. And Kubiak's shot goes wide of the post. All the early pressure being applied on Bradford. Let's get that early goal and get in front. Still looking for the opening goal in this game. We've been a far better side in the first half, but finishing just hasn't been there. But maybe a chance right before half-time for us to take the lead. No! Referee blows for the break. Still 0-0, and I'm out there with the backup team. I should be leading my team to victory, but at the moment, I've done okay, but not enough. And if this is my team, then I've really got to step it up. We used to have all our steam in the first half, and Ericsson's right now we're out of energy and not creating any chances at all. Can't break Bradford down, can't create chances, and at the moment, things just aren't going right for us. But can we change that here just past the hour mark? Kubiak to Agbo, and now back to Ducore just off the bench. A good chance isn't he to get away from one. Oh yeah, can I poke it through towards Lewis? Great chance here. Lewis, play me right there, right there, right there. Oh my word. Come on, what did I say? I've got to be a goal scorer this season. I've got to be more clinical. Dennis Lewis did his job perfectly. But that is a sitter. I don't care if it's on the 2-star week, but that is a sitter. We are keeping the pressure on Bradford with 5 minutes to go. We're on all-out attack right now, looking for a winner. Can we find it? Kabasele's header off the line. Uronen back inside. I was there. Had he seen me to cross it in again, but off the line. So close to that winning goal, but Bradford hanging on in there for an extra time period. As Uronen finds Lewis, chips it in. Header cleared. Kabasele. Kubiak fires it home. Out of a minute and a half to go, the young striker surely wins it for the Hornets. Bradford 0, Watford 1. We knew the pressure would pay off eventually, and it's Kubiak that fires us into the third round. After all these chances, all the missed opportunities, myself missing a golden one just past the hour mark. It's a howler from the Bradford defender that allowed us to win it back inside the area, and Kubiak did not miss his chance. It's 1-0, Watford is surely going through, and thank goodness for that, because this has not been a good individual performance from me. Could possibly salvage it right at the end though, quick little turn here to get away, and I've got space to let fly from range, so I shall do so, and I fire it way over the bar, and that really sums my game up, to be honest. I mean, there's been opportunities to shoot, but the finishing has been really poor, and this is the sort of game where running with a B team, I should be saying, no, I'm going to get all the goals in this game. You know, I'm the guy that's going to put the ball in the back of the net. If I want to be an alpha and start leading this team, I've got to be more clinical. I've had a decent start to the season in terms of goals and assists, but it could have been better. Final score, Bradford 0, Watford 1 though. We get the job done at Valley Parade. We are into the next round. Thank goodness for that. Bar the complete sitter on the hour mark, I didn't really have a bad game in this one. An 8.4, I only misplaced one pass out of 28. I won the ball back for my team quite a lot of times in this game, but I wasn't impressed with my poor finishing in this match. 3 shots, all of which on target, and again, that sitter was quite frankly embarrassing. I was running with the backup team. I was supposed to be the leader in that game that helped my side get into the 3rd round with a really convincing display. And quite frankly, I didn't really feel like I did enough. But at least we got through. Kubiak's goal separates the sides, and we are into the 3rd round. But straight after the game, it was time for transfer deadline day. There was time to request a transfer, but I wasn't going to pull a Fabian Delph. I've told the fans I'm staying, and I'm sticking to it, at least until January. Watford did make some moves on transfer deadline day though, and it was a really encouraging one as well. We're going to need some Champions League experience this season now playing in Europe's elite competition, so Marco Silva decided to bring in David Zappacosta from Chelsea for £23 million. The right wing back is a really good option when going forward, and he's going to suit our style of play perfectly. With Daryl Yamat being sold, it's great to see a replacement being signed, and a better replacement as well. Almost £50 million spent on just 3 new players for the new season, but I'm happy with the signings the Gaffer's made, and that's one of the big reasons I'm happy to stay here as well. I've said before I like the direction this Watford team is heading in, and if I can be the leader in this team and the star player as well, let's just say I like my supporting cast. But after deadline day, we did see a brief training injury, just a 3-day one for one of our squad players, and also a couple of very interesting emails. Gareth Southgate showed great faith in me to pick me for his World Cup squad for 2018, has once again picked me for England duty for our next 2 games. They're European qualifiers, as we'll face Italy at home and Ireland away in our first 2 games of our Euro 2020 qualifying group. And I wonder what reception I'll get at Wembley for my first game back with my country, helping us get into the World Cup final, but conceding the first penalty for Spain's first goal in their 2-1 victory. It's going to be an interesting one, let's just say that. But for our second and final game today, my mind is far from focused on international duty. It's still with Watford as we return to the Premier League for our second game against Stoke City away. We won our first match on the opening day away at Villa Park, a thumping 4-0 victory, but drew our second at home to West Ham. So for our 3rd Premier League game, on the back of scraping the 1-0 win against Bradford, we're now travelling to take on Paul Lambert's Stoke City away from home, as we aim to get back to winning ways in the Premier League, but make it 3 from 3 in all competitions. It's Stoke away in the second final game, as we aim for our second away win of the season. Need to start calling for the ball, man. Seriously, got to start calling for the ball more. I discussed this very briefly on the season opener. I've got to start asking for it more, as Zappacosta does find me there. And Gray on the turn can be my dummy runner, but I've just ran straight into Joe Allen. I've had a bad start to this game. I'm getting frustrated out there because, you know, I had a great start to the season in my first 3 games, but I have to say, since then, my performances have dropped off a little bit. Got to do more, as Doucouré sends me. And Tierney now beats me to the ball, but I'll win it back. Give it to Gray. Gray on the ball. He's got me with him. Finds me. Can I turn Kieran Tierney? I've got a man in supporting Bellarabi, who shoots, and Butler makes the save. It'll drop to Richarlison. Bellarabi goes off again. Headed up in the air and kept on by the German. Straight to me. I'll cross to the middle, and it goes. And Richarlison's header easily caught. Got to do more in this game. Couple of pretty subpar performances of late. Got to do more. Got to start getting on the score sheet more. Here's Joe Allen on the ball. Back towards L, the right back, as we used to call him in our whole FM save, as Allen plays it inside with Conte is there. We can't get the danger away at the moment. There we go. Well done, Lukaku. And now a chance for a break. We know that Gray is quick. I've got some pace as well. L is sticking with me. I'll turn in now and feed it through to Richarlison. And a really good chance here. He finds Andre Gray. It's Richarlison who crosses to myself. And that is a golden chance spurned. Another one. Still 0-0. Great counter. I won the header. I was goal side, but from 5 yards, headed it way over the bar. Heading not my strong point, but at the moment, scoring goals is not looking my strong point either, and it's supposed to be. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Seriously? I'm getting really aggressive now. I'm getting really angry. 52 minutes in, still 0-0. Why am I not playing like I was in pre-season? Why am I not playing like I was at the very start of the season? My goal was against RB Salzburg to send us through to the group stage in the Champions League. My great performance against Aston Villa. Why am I not playing like that anymore? What's going on? Not being good enough. Not being good enough at all. As Costa gets onto the ball and finds Doucouré. There's still time for a late winning goal here. Doucouré to Bellarabi. And out wide is Costa on the overlap here. And Costa brought to the team. Debut finds Bellarabi. Oh! Side netting. So unlucky. One final chance here for Stoke to win the game. That's my ball. And now let's get it forward. Now one final chance for us to win the game. Doucouré to Dini. I'm joining the attack. Richarlison's pass is really poor, but I've won it back. I've won it back. Richarlison. Bellarabi. Oh, he tried to poke it through too. Richarlison was on the overlap. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. And that should be that. As Priddle plays it backwards. And it's a 0-0 draw away at Stoke. And we've drawn 2 of our first 3 games. It's not good enough, man. I want to lead this team. I want to stay here. I want to be the star. But I just don't know whether this project's going to be too much for me this season. Maybe I should have requested a move. I don't know. I don't know. Performance just wasn't good enough, man. I mean, not good enough. You know, the start of the season, in terms of my stats for the goals and the assists, haven't been that bad. But none in the last 2 games against Bradford and Stoke away. And in this game, I just did not do anywhere close to enough. I didn't create enough. I didn't have any chances for myself. I wasn't making the right moves. And honestly, I know this is going to be a tough project. I know that. I really want to do something special with Watford this year. But I just don't know if I'm as good as I would like to think I am. We've got until January to decide whether I want to stay for the rest of the season or move on to a better club. Because I know that I've got the talent. But one thing's for sure. I'll have to pick it up if I'm going to show that I'm worth that. Because at the moment, this has not been an ideal start from a team desperate to prove they can do something very special this season. But that will end today's episode of My Player, guys. So big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of My Player. My first games back with England since the World Cup final defeat to Spain very soon.